So I've just been speaking to myself with my microphone on mute. Something goes wrong every single time. Do you know what I thought to myself today? I've just hit the live button. I've hit the live button 1 minute early. I've been talking to myself for 3 minutes and you guys didn't say a word. So yeah. Something goes wrong at the start of every single live. Well, today, now you can actually hear me. We are renovating Sage Estates in Willow Creek in The Sims 4 as a part of the save file on live stream today, where I renovate every lot, but, well, there is no challenge. I'm just renovating them all, and I can use any packs I want, so different to my base game save file. We've almost completed it all. How many of you guys checked your mute button? Did you think it was me or you? Also, we can't play any licensed Sims 4 music again. The live stream I did yesterday where we played the music, I actually got a YouTube... The last video that we played yesterday got demonetized instantly because I used EA's live stream friendly audio. So advice to anyone else who may be streaming. These safe for streaming songs are not safe for streaming, so just don't risk it. Guys, we've completed everything. We've just got the 2 more lots at the top here. Yeah, it's ironic. Hi, Comical Entity. Hi, Circus Girl. Hi, Jale for you. Hi, Rixie Rose. Hi, Raven. Hi, Mal. Hi, Liliana. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Honey. Hi, Nodar. Hi, My Nanny. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Amelia. Hi, Sigma. Sigma, Sigma boy. Sigma boy. Sigma boy. Hi, Steve. Well, I did get copyrighted. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Almost There. I did get copyrighted and they tried to steal the money from the video. So I just basically cut out the long bit where I played the music. And it's done. Hi, Honey. Hi, Justina. So we are doing... You guys haven't decided what we're doing in Cypress Terrace yet. I'm just going to get something to eat because I haven't eaten all day. I've eaten nothing. I'm sorry, I should have done this before. Sorry, I'm so unprofessional. Sigma, Sigma boy, Sigma boy, Sigma boy. My fucking fridge won't close. Is there a reason why you're not closing? Hello? Is there a reason why you're not closing? Hey guys. Do you want to see my British unseasoned unflavoured lunch? We've got rocket salad, fake corn, fake Scotch eggs, fake bacon, and a tangerine. So guys, hi to everyone joining. We're renovating today in The Sims 4. We're doing Cypress Terrace and we still haven't figured out what we're doing with the house yet. So it's kind of overgrown. So I wasn't sure, guys. You know. I wasn't sure, guys, if we were going to actually make this into a real home. Or what. Yeah, I want to make it a haunted house residential. Is that what we do? Add some kind of musty shit. But I'm also thinking, do we make it like a reno house that you kind of want to move into and it looks shit? Maybe we should create a whole family where let's say this girl has inherited this house off her dead long lost relatives. Or something. So the exterior's all done, lovely. Yeah. Me being me, I didn't add a fucking door back here. I've never been to Disneyland. Hey everyone joining. How's your day going? Good. Wonder what lot traits we could have in the house as well. In addition to it being haunted. Is there anything private dwelling? Deters most visitors. I feel like that would make a lot of sense, right? Hallowed grounds? Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? And then lot challenges. Cursed. Spooky. That'll be fine. I don't know if it should be abandoned or if we should add. I'm thinking of, for a storyline, adding a woman living here. Maybe she inherited the house off her long lost relatives and she was like, yeah, this is a nice big house. And then she was like, oh shit. Now she's just got to live with it and deal with it. That could be a fun thing. Hi, everyone joining. What do you think? Hi, Trinique12. Of the ghost sim, yeah. I haven't added any ghost sims into this save file yet. So we may as well add a ghost sim in CAS. And do it that way. That feels like it would make most sense to me. House has a very strange design. It's going to be hard. Good morning to everyone in America. Sorry, I'm eating my lunch. That's why I'm quiet. Am I coming to the pub later? In a couple hours, maybe, yeah. Guys, so I look fit today. Can you give me validation, please? I'm feeling very green. Do you like my trousers? Look how cool they are. I'm green. That's all I wanted to say. Good morning from America. Do you love it? Give me more validation. I need it. Tell me I'm perfect. Right. Let's crack on with this motherfucking build and get it over with. I don't want to over-decorate it. I want it to feel like the house has got pretty much nothing inside of it. Just like nobody's been inside you guys lately. I just feel like it would make more sense to do it that way. Like this paneling. Is there a wallpaper that matches? That was base game, right? Is there a wall that matches it? No. Oh. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? But whatever. Did I go on a date? No. I had 2 dates last week. Was it earlier this... No, last week. It's Monday. It couldn't have been earlier this week. And I wasn't attracted to either of them. I'm going on another date this week. On Breeze, the app that I used, I accidentally matched with somebody. I genuinely didn't mean to match them. I just very accidentally... I totally accidentally just clicked on match with this person that I just wasn't attracted to. So now the app's punishing me by not letting me use it again for 3 days. Because I matched with this person that I just didn't want to meet. And I genuinely didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident, but the app doesn't discriminate. If you fuck up, you fuck up. So I'm not allowed to use the app for 3 days because I had to cancel on this person, which, to be fair, I think is fantastic. The whole point of the app, is to stop people just like matching and then never speaking to you. So I'm happy. An undo option within 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe that could be a good thing. But it's good. You only see like 7 people on the app every day. You've been put off by straight men. I wouldn't date a straight man either. I wouldn't trust them to be clean. You can never trust a straight man to have a clean asshole. I think I'm going to enjoy this build. Don't think it should take us too long either. I'm loving this Satsuma, guys. Tangerine. Are we a fan of this random pillar, guys? We're not, are we? Let's do that instead. Oh, they don't have brown. Yeah, of course not. No brown swatch for a wooden pillar. Something the Sims team would do. Right, that'll do. Should be skinnier, just like me. I injected my Monjaro today, guys. It takes about an hour to kick in. But it doesn't really kick in until the next day, and I wake up with morning sickness. I kind of understand how pregnant women feel. And they get that morning sickness and stuff, so yeah, not great. You lost 60 pounds on Wegovy. Well done. Check you out. Is Wegovy cheaper than Monjaro? I just assume it is. I've heard people use Wegovy just because it's the cheaper version. This is the kind of cursed, decrepit household that would have their toilet paper against the wall. I'm doing a poll right now on YouTube. Away from the wall, which is like what's on the left side. Against the wall, what's on the right side. On Twitch, they're still pissing me off, and I can't actually do a poll on Twitch yet. How do you guys do your toilet paper? Tell me right now. £30 on semaglutide, but you're losing your hair. Well, the only reason why that happens is if you don't eat proper meals. You can't malnourish yourself. I eat 3 meals a day, and I have added nutrients. Like I have what am I trying to say? I have like mixed nuts that I pour into my cereal with fruit. I always eat like chicken or fish once a day for the like nutrients. I eat vegetables with every evening meal. Your hair won't fall out as long as you eat meals and protein shakes. So 70% of you have said the left side. Thank God. For the 30% of you, can I just say, like, you're fucking gross. That toilet paper is scraping against the wall like that, and it's just in a very strange position. And I don't understand what's wrong with you. I think you're insane. And I think you need to go to prison. Basically. Guys, on the subject of being insane, can I tell you something I'm really proud of today? Can I tell you something I'm really proud of? I paid my taxes today. I actually did the whole bullshit, right? What is this? I did all the shit of going online on HMRC, His Majesty's Royal Treasury website, doing some bullshit on there, I don't fucking know, asking me all these silly questions, and I'm like, yeah, yes, no, this much, that much, and I filed my taxes, thanks. Most people pay an accountant, but I'm too cheap, so I do it myself. I send off my own VAT returns as well. Bet you don't know what that means, do you? You're very lucky if you don't know what that fucking means. It's actually fun. I enjoy like learning about taxes because it's empowering. Like, how can I, how can I save money on taxes? What kind of things can I do? How can I look after my money properly? It's all really interesting. Yeah, never pay someone to do your taxes for you. Just do it yourself. It's so easy. Extremely easy. Oh, look, we could do like a hole in there. Oh, that's cool. A hole in the attic and stuff. I love that. Yeah, we'll do the broken mirrors in the bedrooms and stuff. You've missed nothing, Faye. We've just decorated a bit of a hallway and a bathroom of the Cypress Terrace lot. And we're talking about me paying my taxes, which is exciting. SpongeBob. Should we put this in there? We should put one of these in every build, a Gary. Yeah, call me basically a fucking tax pro right now because that's pretty much what I am. I've always wondered, should I upload a video one day maybe talking about like, I don't know, how paying taxes works on YouTube, how I save money, because I'm very open about money. I feel like people in general don't like to talk about money. It's always like a private, taboo subject. But for me, there's nothing private or taboo about it. Knowledge is power. So guys, for this build, right, the woman who we're living in here, she's just inherited the house. So we've got to have like a couple of modern things dotted around in here. If you know what I mean. Want a little cabinet up in here. Just like here. This bathroom's very empty, but I guess that's the point. This house is supposed to be... It's supposed to, I think, act from a gameplay perspective, right? I kind of want it to be like the place that you'd want to enjoy renovating yourself. I'm going to copy that out here as well because it looks cool. I think from a player's perspective, I want the player to look at this and think, oh God, we need to renovate this. Right, love being inheriting this house. It's cool. Write-offs are satisfying, aren't they? And when you're a YouTuber, your tax write-offs are very interesting, to say the least. I think you'd be surprised at the kind of bullshit that I write off on my taxes. I can write off games that I play on YouTube and stuff, obviously. I write off The Sims. So people always say to me, like, the haters, Satch, why did you buy this pack if you don't like it? It's like, well, I'm reviewing it for YouTube and I claim it. You as a player, you don't claim it, but I do. Have this as little entry map because it's wilting away. Like your sex lives. I kind of want it to be very messy in here. Actually, I won't put that there. I don't want it there. Is there like something shit that we could put by the door? This looks shit, doesn't it? Oh, no, not that. This looks shit, but I don't want it by the door. We'll have it in here because that looks cool, doesn't it? Whatever the living room's going to be, we'll put it in there. Is this shit? That looks scratched up, doesn't it? That could be a hallway map. Enchanted by Nature versus Adventure Awaits versus Royalty and Legacy. I think they're all crap. The trio of shit. My mum just spent hundreds of pounds on a rug that looks like this. Crazy. I'd rather get a fake one from IKEA. I think we're going to enjoy this house, guys, renovating this up. Aren't we? There's so many rooms that we can do, but I'm also going to leave a lot of them empty. Right off DoorDash. No, in the UK, we're very strict with taxes. In the US, you could go to a coffee shop and do some work in there and use their Wi-Fi and claim the coffee as a tax expense. But in the UK, you can't claim dining and leisure as a tax expense. As any kind of business expense. In the UK, we can't claim that much, to be honest. I think we'll be using the werewolves pack a lot here, won't we, guys? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the UK is oddly strict about what you can claim. What do I claim from my taxes? Obviously, I can claim... If you don't know what claiming means, it basically means well, there's two ways I can claim. Do you guys find this stuff interesting? I find money really interesting, or do you find it boring? Do you want me to shut the fuck up? I'll shut the fuck up if you want. Let's make this a kitchen, actually. Make this like a dining room. Find an old table to put in the hallway. You guys find it interesting? Nobody. This house is... The story is we're going to create a girl who moves in. It's abandoned. There's fucking ghosts here. It's a haunted house residential. We've got lot challenges and traits to make it private and haunted. And it's just like... She's, you know, she saw this and she thought, oh God, look at me. I've inherited this shitty house. And then she's like, oh no. I've inherited this. And that's the kind of storyline we're going for here. Yeah, so if you want to know what writing off means, I'm great, thanks, Plumsill. How are you? And you, Chris, how's it going? Yeah, tax write-offs means two things. The first thing it means is... The first thing a tax write-off means is you're basically... You know, you pay VAT. You know, you pay VAT. So, like, when you buy something from a shop, it's like 20% taxes, right? So I can actually claim that 20% back. So if I buy something for £100, and I pay the 20% tax, the government will refund me 20%. Yeah, if I buy something for £100, the government refunds me £20, if that makes sense, because I get the tax back to me when I purchase a business expense. And also, whatever I pay for, I get that written off my tax bill too. So, because I run a company, if I purchase something as a company expense, when I pay my company taxes, I'll basically get the... So if, let's say for the whole year, I've got to pay £1,000 in taxes. No, I'm saying it wrong. Basically, if I spend £100 on something, that's like deducted from my income. So let's say my income for the month is £1,000, but I spend £100 on expenses. My income is only £900. Therefore, I only pay £900 worth of tax, if that makes sense. It's confusing. I hope you guys get it. 20%, yes, we paid. Can I just say as well, in the US, you guys, something crazy about the US I want to say. You guys don't, when you guys are doing your paying for things like in the supermarket, right? You don't actually have the taxes on the bill. The taxes are applied after. Why have you not invented just having the price tag on the shop floor being what it is? I don't understand why you do that shit. What's wrong with you? I don't get it. I just couldn't. In Canada, you flip-flop. Because local taxes are different and change often. Why did they change? Doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I was just doing this because I was checking some sensitive information on my PC screen. Yes, confusing, to be honest. I'm going to look at the basement treasures kit, which I feel like we should probably use a lot here. And the werewolves pack. Well, look, we can have in one of the rooms, we can have the bed thing like this. I'm going to really enjoy, we'll have that in the attic, I think. Or do we have something haunted in the attic? Some states tax food. Wow. Hi, Vera. How's it going? I think they had... food was taxed in Japan as well, I think, when I lived there, which I thought was a bit weird. So what do you guys think of this random little corner bit? This is cool, isn't it? I really just love the idea of having the entrance hallway just kind of looking like this, full of shit. So this is what you're greeted to, is the moment you come into this house, you're kind of greeted to, this is what's actually going on here. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. So what do I claim on my taxes? I claim video games that I play for review online. That's claimed. I claim equipment. So if I need any like USB plugs or whatever, chargers. I don't fucking know. A memory stick, and I had to buy an SD card reader for my camera. That's all getting claimed. What else do I claim? Is there anything weird that I claim that you guys will be like, what the fuck? What is a weird thing that I claimed that you guys would think was weird? I can't believe, guys, the Royalty and Legacy pack literally took like this fucking base game table and just reused it. It's fucking lazy. What else did I claim that's weird? I can't think of anything right now. Oh, that's a good question, Chris. Can I claim internet and electricity? So this is another thing where the UK is extremely strict. And we have a law or like rule called the Holy and Exclusive Law or something, which is basically you can only claim something if you've exclusively used it for a business purpose. So even though I have to purchase very expensive Wi-Fi, even though my Wi-Fi is extremely expensive so that I could live stream to you guys in close to real time in like 4K or HD, I can't claim any of the costs of that back because I technically also use the Wi-Fi for personal use because it's in my home. So I can't claim that, unfortunately. In terms of electricity, I can claim there's two ways you can calculate it. You can divide the cost by the number of rooms in your house. And I'm not sure what the exact calculation is, but you basically divide the total cost of your electric by the number of rooms. Sorry, let's say you got a 5-bedroom house and you use a 5-room house and you use one of the rooms for business purposes. That you could basically claim 1/5 of your electric bill, if that makes sense. But I do it a different way where the government just lets you, based on a certain number of hours you work per week, they'll let you just kind of use, I don't know, it's just like a flat rate. The government offered like a flat rate thing. So instead of having to go through the process of working it out, they just give you like a flat rate to do. It's hard to explain, but yeah, it's a good question. Do I claim clothes? No, but I can claim costumes. For example, when I did the Sims 4 my Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature review, I wore a fairy costume. So I was able to claim the cost of that fairy costume because I bought it specifically for that review video. In the UK, you can also claim your council tax, which is basically like, council tax is basically breathing tax you're paying to be alive, basically. And you can claim a certain portion of that back. Are there werewolf curtains, guys? Because I'm really struggling with curtains right now. Let me have a look. This is a bit, we want it to be classy though, not tarp. I'm down for some werewolf stuff, though, in here. There's, like, furniture. Yeah, the text I'm reading, fairy costume. You know, it's quite funny. There's a lot that you can claim that you wouldn't think you could claim. But there's also a lot that you can't claim that you'd think you would be able to. But the tax people, they are very much aware of social media influencers. They have actually contacted me directly before. I think for them, it's quite new, the whole concept of a social media influencer. So they're trying to understand it, but they're quite chill, to be honest. I think it's more the beauty influencers and the mainstream influencers that cause a few problems. I'm not saying all of them are like that. I'm just saying, you know, some of them cause a couple problems. But for me, you know, it's not like, to be honest, I'm not sure what it's like in other countries, but in the UK, people just like lie on their tax returns. You know, like people like worksmen, for example, they always want you to pay in cash so that they can basically write off, I don't know, because they can basically hide it from the tax man. If you pay in cash, you can technically hide what you've earned, right? So you don't have to claim it, which is why a lot of like tradesmen and stuff, they want you to pay in cash. But in my case, I can't pay anything. I can't accept payment in cash. I can't message, no paper trail. I can't message Google for YouTube and be like, hey, Google, when you pay me this month, can you just send me cash in an envelope, please? And just not write it up. You know, I can't do that. So the taxman sees everything that I earn. So they're actually quite trusting in general with influencers because it's fully transparent, and it's usually like, you know, tradies and stuff who somehow they only earn £15,000 a year, yet they drive a Porsche. And the Turkish barbershops, which is a whole nother fucking ish story. You Americans wait till we Brits teach you about the Turkish barbershops. And the American candy stores. Bet you'd enjoy that one. That would be another topic for another live stream, I think. Yeah, I'm loving this build, Fluffy. It's cool, isn't it? Do you, in America, do you guys have the Turkish barbershops that only accept cash? But actually don't cut anybody's hair? Or the American candy shops that actually make no money, that don't sell any candy? I think the vape shop situation is a very UK exclusive thing. We have vape shops that sell vapes and phones. They suspiciously sell vapes. Okay, without being PC, they sell imported vapes from abroad. So they're dangerous and don't pass safety laws, allegedly, depending on the shop. They also allegedly sell stolen phones. So if you want a cheap phone that's been nicked, you allegedly go to one of these vape shops, right? That allegedly sell stolen phones, allegedly. Some of them allegedly sell narcotics. And some of them allegedly house illegal immigrants too, which is a load of fun. Where I live, there is a whole street of the vape shops. There's a whole literal street of them. It's kind of funny. And there's just like 10 of these shops, literally like 10 of them in a row. And, okay, 10's dramatic. There's like, to be fair, like 6 or 7 in a row in this shop on this street. It's so funny. What happened in the vape shop in Glasgow, Charlie? Let me know. But yeah, the taxman doesn't investigate them fully. I don't know why. They're just not as hot on it. Guys, can somebody let me know what you can put on this shelf? I'm just going to get rid of that. Don't bother telling me. I'm getting rid of it. Oh, look, we can get a music box. We'll pop that on here. This build's cute, isn't it? A Somalian daycare center. I mean, you wouldn't... If it's dodgy, you wouldn't want to send your kids there, no? Or is it a different kind of daycare? Am I getting confused? Guys, should we put the dogs here? It's kind of funny, isn't it? Dogs playing Jenga. I like that. Or should we... No, should we take this more seriously? They aren't real daycares. How interesting. That just seems like very strange. No kids go there, but it's for kids. See, that sounds really interesting to me. More interesting than a vape shop that sells stolen phones and vapes. A daycare. Oh yeah, Charlie, sorry. The vape shop in Glasgow had loads of those imported vapes and it blew up. A protected building it was renting in. Doesn't surprise me. I'll be honest, when I used to vape, I did buy the vapes from the vape shops and they were significantly cheaper. They were a lot cheaper, but they used to sell those illegally imported ones that had like the, I think they called them Rick and Morty vapes. I don't know if you guys have heard of those. But they were like, you know, those vapes with like the iPad touchscreens and shit. Honestly, guys, like I do not condone vaping. I condemn it wholeheartedly. But I will say, if you do vape, buy it from like an official licensed store, like a reputable supermarket chain or something. Don't buy it from those little shops. You're getting it cheaper, but you also don't know where it's come from. Just as a pre-warning. I think it's important. Even though vaping's not healthy, it's important to at least consider your health instead of getting the illegal ones. Is there a fake urn? No. Do you think we'll be able to get an urn off the gallery? I can't believe I used to vape, guys. It's so gross. I mean, it's better than smoking, of course. I think in some respects, in some respects, vaping has helped to stop people smoke. But on the other hand, oh, this is a large decorative urn. No. On the other hand, kids who never used to, yeah, this is what I want. Kids who never used to smoke, like, you know, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in the UK, kids often will like experiment with well, my generation, we used to experiment with cigarettes, like at 14, 15 years old, you might have a couple puffs. But these days, there's literally kids as young as like 7 years old vaping because it's all marketed towards them, isn't it? Which is fucking crazy. And now they got the snus. Yeah, popcorn lung is terrifying, isn't it, Katie? I can't believe I vaped for so many years. I do regret it. Guys, don't you love this little dining room? I'm thinking we do a kitchen back here. I'm basically using the same chandelier in all the rooms, but I think it looks nice, doesn't it? Not sure about this flooring though. It's cute, but it's not decrepit and decaying enough. I kind of want to keep it. This looks a bit decayed. Yeah, vaping's a huge problem at schools. But smoking is worse. I think because nobody smokes these days, we don't think about it. But like, I'm trying not to say the British word for cigarettes because this video will get demonetized even if I say it in context. It's really pissing me off that I can't say it. Like, why can't I speak my own language? Okay, sorry. What was I saying? Oh, look at that. Should we use that for the pool? I forgot what I was saying, but yeah. Smoking is worse than vaping for sure. But vaping is gross. Absolutely. It's all kind of gross. Yeah, there's no evidence that vapes are worse, but there is evidence that vapes are better than smoking. Which is why we go with the narrative, if you are a smoker, switching to a vape is one of the best things for your health. Allegedly, if obviously I can't give medical advice, I'm just saying speak to your healthcare provider. But it's better not to do it at all, obviously. But it is very gross. Now that I don't do it anymore, it makes you realise that, oh God, I can't believe I did that. Like, I can't believe. Hi, Emma. Yeah. YouTube will flag my comment section if you're all being really horrendous. They'll start questioning what is actually going on here. But I'm not accountable for your behaviour. No. But you might get, if you say the British word for a cigarette, you might get like banned. I said it once in a video without realising. I just said it in a video because I was talking about smoking. And my video got instantly demonetized. And I tried to reinstate it. And sometimes, well, so yeah, sometimes YouTube lets you kind of like give a reason as to why you deserve to get your monetization status back. And I said, like, this has been taken out of context. I was talking about cigarettes. But they weren't having it, unfortunately. So I couldn't get my money back. So that video was all for nothing. So now I know not to... It's also, though, it's annoying, but it's also fantastic. Say flag, yeah. It's also fantastic because at the same time, there's also many British swear words that I can say that the American filtration system won't recognise me saying, which is fantastic. Which I have done in the past. I've said things where I think, well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but YouTube won't know what that means, which is great. What's like a word, that British swear word that I could say? Yeah, a lot of it's bots, not real humans. I kind of like the idea, guys, of having this... do you know what this kit is? It's actually a really cool concept. It's called... What the fuck is it called? The Restoration Workshop Kit. So it's about making like a workshop in your house, if you don't know. But when you place this fridge down, it's actually non-functional. And you actually have to fix it up before you can use it. So I like the idea of adding in like a microwave that doesn't work. In fact, we should do that for everything as well, like adding the fridge that doesn't work too. So it's like a challenge for your sim that they've got to fix it up in order to make it functional in the lot. Bit of gameplay. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do it. Yeah, Katie, it's a lot easier for them to just do American stuff and generic words. Hi, Ketty. Hi, Berry. I will upload more vlogs when I get my vlog camera back off my mum. This kit even comes with like a water coolant thing and everything. Little fuse box. So what else do we have down here, guys? We have a living room here. I guess we could have a study. I don't know, a bathroom down there. What is this? Should we get the coffee maker as well? The one that's broken. I like the idea of having broken shit in this build. It'd be fun to play in this house, actually, for gameplay. Once we've done this save file, I could record a few YouTube's videos making gameplay stuff for it. That'd be fun, won't it? Wired curtains in the... Yeah. Yeah, vampires counter. Chloe, here's the outside of Cypress Terrace. If you want to download it yourself, because there are people who didn't turn up to the last live, so they don't know. The lot name is called Cypress Terrace. So if you go on the gallery, sort by lots, hashtag Cypress Terrace Satch, just basically lot name Satch, you can see my shell, so you can do it with me, or you could see ones that have been made by other people, if you just want a pre-made one that other people have done. A new series with Shanice going around the world, could do. Yeah, Vampires came with a small vampire set. Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't know, because I've been touching grass a lot lately. I've just received a notification from Linktree telling me they're going to charge me money. I'm sorry I'm distracting from the build, but why is Linktree trying to nick my money? Guys, I'm sorry. Can I just deal with this on my second tab whilst we're building? And just double check they don't have my bank details. Write that off in your taxes. Yeah, I could do. Could do. Okay, well, they don't have my money. They don't know what my card is, so... Why have I got a free trial for Linktree Pro? Do you guys want to know something funny? So, you know, on, like, in general, like, you know, when you sign up for something and you've got to, like, it's always like you get your 7-day free trial, but it's normally a bit of a scam, right? You know, like, you get a 7-day or 30-day free trial, but it's kind of scammy because what they're basically hoping for is that you'll forget about it. Or they make it, you know how like they'll make it impossible for you to cancel your free trial. So you get the free trial, but they make it like cost you a fucking arm and a leg and take so much time to cancel it so you don't have to pay. Well, in the UK now, they're actually introducing a new law, which means that people are forced to allow you to cancel your free trial extremely easily. And they are forced to remind you when your free trial is due to end. So you don't have to overpay anything, which I think is fantastic. Yeah. It's a cool law, isn't it? What else can I claim on my taxes? I don't know. I can claim phone. My phone, because obviously I'm a social media influencer. I literally use my phone for social media, so my phone's getting claimed, my work phone. Domino's are crazy with their texts. I cancelled Domino's texting me and they still text me. I kind of want a bar, Werewolves come with a bar. Just that shit, no. I claimed my chair that I bought, my Eevee chair. Guys, it's coming in like July because so many people have brought it. It's pre-ordered. My fucking Eevee chair's coming. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, estimate to ship out by 3rd of July. I could claim this on my taxes. Because as a content creator as well, this is a bit of a weird one where the law is still a bit iffy. Where it's like, you can claim stuff for like aesthetic purposes. You know, as a social media influencer, if I had like a really shit, ugly setup, like I look like I was living in a fucking shit sty, you'd be like, Satch, what the fuck? Like I've got to make, things have got to look kind of nice and pretty. So you can kind of claim things for your aesthetic, if that makes sense. I'm not explaining it very well. I couldn't just claim all these lavish things, obviously. But to an extent, you can claim prettier things like fashion over function. As an influencer, you've got a bit more leeway than an average person would. If you were working an office job, you couldn't claim an aesthetic chair, but a YouTuber can. I'm not actually getting a desk because I physically just can't fit one in my house. Guys, because the girl who we're going to have living here, I kind of want to make her as a part, just to make it kind of fun. I want to make her like a ditzy, stereotypical ditzy blonde. Do you know what I mean? I want to make a stereotypical like, oh, ditzy, you know, that ditzy kind of Paris Hilton like persona that she has. But she inherited this haunted house. She's like, what the fuck? I think that's kind of fun, isn't it? So we're throwing every now and then some of her items, which I like as like a gameplay thing. I think that would be really funny. Can I claim haircuts? I'm going to Google that. HMRC, can you claim haircut? You can claim uniform if you have to buy it with your own money, and you can claim washing your uniform as well. You could only claim a haircut if it was used. Again, in the UK, we have the wholly and exclusive law. So you could only claim a haircut if you got that haircut only for the purposes of your business. So I don't know how that would... I personally wouldn't be able to claim one. If I made a YouTube video that was titled Dressing Like My Sim, where I randomly generated my Sim's outfit in CAS, right? And then whatever their outfit was, I had to go out and find that outfit in real life. I could claim the outfit. And if I randomly generated a hairstyle and for the video I had to cut my hair in that hairstyle, then yes, I would be able to claim that on my taxes. I'm sure models will be able to claim haircuts. That's a good question. Don't know if we need anything else in this kitchen, guys. I think I might put a speaker. Pink speaker as well. That's cool. So, should we do a living room in here? Are there any other, like, oldie wood planks that could look cool? I like the idea of using this, actually. It's cool, isn't it? For a living room. Claim a plumb bob. I could, if I bought a plumb bob merch and I made a YouTube video saying, hey guys, and I showed it off and I was reviewing it. If I purchase merch from the Sims official merch store, and I made a video reviewing it, then I could claim that because I would have only bought it for the purposes of making a video. If I started wearing that merch in real life, not for the purposes of a video, then I wouldn't be able to claim it. Bit confusing, isn't it? Let's use a bit of paranormal stuff in here. The only thing I can't claim dress to impress in real life. Hi Ari, how's it going? We're streaming on YouTube and Twitch today. I'm reading the chat for both. OnlyFans creators can claim a lot of body stuff. There was a famous OnlyFans creator in the UK, and she actually attempted to claim her boob job on her tax return. As far as I'm aware, HMRC, it was actually quite a big deal. And HMRC, the tax people, actually made a statement where they said you can't claim that and that they would be investigating her. Which I find is kind of funny. I kind of wish she got away with it, because that's just iconic to me, claiming a boob job. But they can claim, as far as I'm aware, I think OnlyFans creators can claim, like, if you were getting your hair done for the purposes of a video, you could claim that. If you needed certain beauty products in order to look a certain way in your OF content, then yeah, don't see why not. Guys, do we get like a hot pink sofa? Because it's like she's brought in her own sofa. Do you know what I mean? I want her to be a ditzy hot pink blonde, like Barbie blonde girl. Like, should we get this from that reward event, right? And have this as a blow-up sofa that she uses to watch TV. I love that. I love that idea. Yeah, they could claim adult products and things. I did have a good Easter, thanks. I didn't do anything this Easter. I saw my family last week. So we had like an Easter thing last weekend. So this week has just been me chilling, basically doing nothing. Which is fine. So look, I'm going to put this old TV on the floor as if this TV was on here, but now she's popped it down there. And now she's put her brand new modern TV up in here. Like, I love coming up with these gameplay ideas. I'm really enjoying this build. It's fun, isn't it? I kind of want it still to be a bit of a mess, have old decaying flowers on the floor and stuff. I drop orange peel. I actually eat the white inside bit of my oranges because they're very nutritious, if you didn't know. So I always scrape them off with my teeth. As you guys know, I get sick like every 5 fucking minutes. So I need to make sure that I get enough nutrition, vitamins and all that. I love this rug, like the blues. It's very cute, isn't it? The reason why we're doing this couch is because it's like we're having a ditzy blonde girl move into this house, this haunted house she's inherited. So it's just going to be like full of the old stuff, but every now and then. What I think we should do actually is put the basement treasures sofa outside. So it's kind of like she's taken the old sofa that was in the living room, this old dusty sofa, and she's replaced it like with this, which I think is funny. When we make a sim for the house, it'll make more sense. Because when I built my lots, I like to think of gameplay. Gameplay is so important in The Sims. You've got to think about when you're building a world. Like for me, I miss The Sims 2, where you are actually incentivized to play as the pre-made households. In The Sims 4, you're not really incentivized to do that, which I think is a shame. It's boring. So I want to give us a reason to go into pre-mades like this and think like, oh, what's going on here? And I want to give them, you know, backstories written in their bios and play as them. I just think it's more fun that way, isn't it? Yeah, I miss the Sims 2 lore. I think Sims 4 scenarios were a fantastic idea, but terrible execution. They could have been amazing. They could have basically... What I think Sims 4 scenario should have been but weren't is a story mode. I think they should have gone big and bold and tried to do a whole story mode for The Sims 4. I just feel like that would have come out so much better if they did that. You can imagine Shanice being here to escape Chantal. She hates her sister that much that she'd rather live in a haunted house. This is a fun little build, isn't it? I don't want the carpet. I like this carpet, but we kind of need it on the side like this. Let's pretend that the old TV was like... Yeah, let's move all the things around a little bit. No, I haven't saved. Yeah, well, I've added the Grim radio thing from... it wasn't from the Life and Death pack. It was from the event before that pack. But yeah, I've added it. The Grimmophone. You want a bottle of wine next to the sofa? Okie dokie. Good idea. Yeah, I love the idea of her just putting in her pink fucking sofa and her modern TV in this build. She's just like chucked that old sofa out there. She's like, nah, fuck that shit. I love it. She just like wants to fucking get out of this house. We need more like long mirrors that go above a fireplace. But why would EA do that when they could instead just resell us the same objects over and over again instead of creating new ones? God forbid they do something novel. Is there a reason? Right, there we go. All of my Sims are like Shanice variants, aren't they? Was there an inflatable chair with high school years? What inflatable chair? There's a beanbag. You could give her a beanbag. This is a cute chair. The one that matches the sofa. Yeah, there's one that matches the sofa. I don't want to use it though. Wine o'clock mug. That's very millennial. I love it when the millennial mums post on Facebook like, oh, they post a picture like this. The millennial mums will hold their camera up like this and they post a picture like this with their wine glass. Cheeky kids in bed, cheeky glass of wine. Kids put in sleep, wine o'clock, haha. That's what all the millennial mums do, isn't it? Wine o'clock. Time to drown away my sorrows. Hate my life. Hate my kids. Hate my husband. And I hate my dog. I want them all to die. Wine o'clock. Yeah, with the live, laugh, love signs from B&M. So guys, let's do a little, in this thing, let's do a little, I kind of want it to be a study, but I also think, but yeah, okay, a study, but what about, because we got to think of with gameplay in mind, this house is decrepit and old and abandoned, so I think we just put a couple of old boxes in here. Maybe totally shut off the curtains. Honestly, we could use the tarp things here. Leave those ones open. We could do this kind of thing. I don't know. Oh my god, are you that kind of mum, Sam? Yeah, she would have a little purse dog. Should we give in her household, should we give her a little chihuahua? Oh no, because I have to keep the households for this base game friendly. That pisses me off. I guess once we've done the because this save file is technically a base game friendly save file. Although what we could do is once it's done, re-edit all of the pre-mades so that they have pack features in them. Potentially. I'm going to use that laundry day light. I really like the laundry day one because it's just like a fucking light. Oh yeah, one of those micro pigs. We're not doing a conservatory in this build, no. Yeah, Kyle, we've already done the pink laptop. It's here in the kitchen. I've already beat you to that one. Yeah, so this room will just have... Is it in the base game, that storage box clutter? What if I just type in box? Do you know what I mean? This is just kind of like the room where all the shit was dumped when they were moving, like, I don't know. This is just a bullshit room. We could put some old art supplies in here. This is where the person used to do old do painting and stuff. Should we do that? An old art room? Why not? It's a bit more fun that way, isn't it? Grandma's ashes. We'll do a library room. We could make this back room a library room. For sure. Art clutter. Yeah, we'll do the basement treasures bed as well. I find it funny when it's like, this stuff contains content that you don't have. I own all the packs. What content can I possibly not have when I own all the packs? What does that actually mean? Because I own everything. It doesn't make sense to me. A bit of a piss stain under here. Love that. Yeah, so in this save file, all of the lots that I've been working on are base game friendly lots that anybody could download and furnish themselves. And I've created households as well that go with the lots. What we're doing today is just decorating all the lots that I pre-did a few months ago. And the whole point of the save file was so that everyone could enjoy it in their own way, depending on what packs that you own. That's what I fundamentally wanted to do. But yeah, this is why I kind of wanted to start this live as well, because it was strictly base game, the thing I made. Like totally strictly base game content. But with what we're doing now, I'm able to actually do more stuff with it. The save file, make it my own a bit more. I don't like this, too modern looking. Just getting some water, putting this away. Do you guys know what hot cross buns are? Do you know, I've got some chocolate hot cross buns. Do you know what they are? They're so delicious. Yes, Alex, the gallery is actually working better now. And something else on the gallery, you can sort by packs. They've actually hidden the packs icon. But you can basically only using these. So what this means is if you click show owned and then only using these, it will only show you content using the packs that you own. The filter unfortunately doesn't work. You can see it says no results found. So it doesn't work properly yet, but basically you can filter making sure that you only find stuff that contains only. So if we do show base game only using these, it should theoretically only show base game stuff. If we sort by lots in general, no, it's only base game stuff, and you can sort by newest. so you can have more recent, newer base game builds. But if I sort by show base game plus seasons only, you can see own pack seasons, so it contains stuff. Like if you want a pack that a house that only contains seasons, if you know what I mean. Of course, this isn't. Well, it's a bit janky, you know, but yeah, the gallery's a bit better now. Yeah, some of you know what a hot cross bun is, others don't. Hot cross buns are a traditional British Easter snack. And it's like a sweet bread roll that's got sultanas in it. And you toast it and spread butter on it. But you know, in the woke modern world, they've got all this shit like chocolate flavor, red velvet flavor, like a traditional one, really, with a bit of clotted cream. What is the gallery newsfeed? Yeah, guys, like the live stream. The gallery needs a huge fix, but it will never get one. The Sims 4 will never be fixed. The gallery, nothing about it. Nothing about it is ever really going to work well. I think we just kind of have to accept that. So, guys, let's do a motherfucking library. We could do some crystal creation shit in here. Couldn't we? Do you like that? Because I do. I don't like how that clips. No, we just have to. Don't know what we could put in here. A reading nook. You guys are so predictable. I know that's what you're typing. A reading nook. I kind of want to make a house inspired by Tomb Raider. The Croft Mansion. I really miss like old Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, I think, is an example of how, like, I don't know, something going woke and ruins it, because now it's problematic to steal relics from other cultures. So we're not allowed Tomb Raider anymore, but she's a bitch. She's a hot bitch. Of course she's stealing relics for Croft Manor. I miss that, you know. In the newer Tomb Raider movie, video games, I think it was a trilogy they did, was really good. Like, very, very good. But, you know, she wasn't raiding tombs. She was basically just, like, escaping a shit situation, basically. She was just trying to get out of there. It's not this. It didn't have the same vibe. It was really good, the games. You know, I want a Lara Croft that's just a fucking, you know, she's a hot bitch, isn't she? And that's fine. I want Lara Croft with the big tits back. Do you know what I mean? when her boobs used to hit. Do you guys remember in the old PlayStation game when her boobs used to hit? When her boobs, there was that hedge maze thing where you had to complete it as quick as possible, but it was really difficult to complete because her boobs kept hitting against the hedge wall. Please tell me you guys remember that shit. That was so funny. I love fucking Tomb Raider. It's hilarious. Yeah, the triangles. That's why people cancelled. Everybody cancelled The Sims 4 Jungle Adventure because it was appropriating, don't know, some culture. Latin American culture. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. Because you're stealing relics. So it's offensive. I don't think it's offensive. I think it's a bit of fun. But I definitely think I can see why EA often makes like white American suburban worlds. Because when they don't, honestly, this is what I don't understand. When diverse and inclusive people ask for things from other cultures, they always complain. People always complain about it, and it's like, or you say you want stuff from other cultures added in, but when they do, you find a reason to complain about it and say it's problematic. What do you want? Do you want stuff from other countries and cultures, or do you just want a reason to complain? No, you can't make them happy. Every single time EA is added to... I can understand, honestly, why they only make white American people worlds, because every single time they try to add something that's culturally different, literally every single time, Simmers complain about it. I just feel like if you want diversity and inclusivity in The Sims, then you've got to let it happen. You can't complain about just because it wasn't done in the way that you wanted it to be done. You know. It's like, you know, Simmers have been asking for an African world, right, in The Sims 4 for ages, and I agree. I agreed for a long time. And then with Royalty and Legacy, they added, they didn't add an African world, they added a region. And it's the prettiest, like, area, 100%, it is the prettiest area in that pack. The best area for sure. In fact, one of the best neighborhoods they've ever done. But Simmers complained that it wasn't enough. Even though, I guess the whole point of that, I can understand people saying, oh, I want a neighborhood. Sorry, a whole world, not just a neighborhood. But I feel like at least we're getting something. The whole point of that pack was that you have 3 neighborhoods that were each a different culture. Because it's royalty, and each royal place is a different culture, which they did. But they made the African one of them, and I thought, you know what, great, finally. But a lot of Simmers complain, like, it's not good enough. I thought it was. There was a free base game update that came alongside it. With some African themed stuff that was really cool. So yeah, like, I don't see why people complain for the sake of complaining. Like, just, you know, if they do something good, show them you're happy with what they've done so they do it again. Then you just complain about it. You're just going to put them off doing it. You know. Which is a shame, because I like that neighborhood. I just don't see why. You guys know I always say I'm not woke. But I think I am woke. I'm just normal about it. I think I'm woke, but I'm just normal and chilled about it. I'm not a social justice warrior. That's what I'm looking for, isn't it? I'm not a social justice warrior. I am the true definition of woke. I just believe everybody should shut the fuck up and chill out. And just, like, live and be. I think we should all fucking shut up, live and be, and breathe. Don't worry, be happy. I'm basically woke final boss because I'm true wokeness personified. And I love that for me. I'm not, yeah, not obnoxious, as you said. I feel like with anything, especially like online, this is why I think it's so important not to be too online, like chronically online. Because you see people on the internet being like, it always these two extremes. You've got one extreme that's obnoxiously woke, very rude and close-minded about it, actually. But then you've got the opposite extreme that's actually very discriminative and mean and just like kind of horrible. And I feel like you've got these two extremes. But when you actually step out into the real world, you'll see that actually most people are quite reasonable and normal, aren't they? Yeah, internet culture in general is so toxic and extreme. When you step out in the real world, you'll begin to realize actually most people are just kind of nice and normal and they don't have these extreme opinions. Most people, I think, are not obnoxiously woke, but they also believe that everyone deserves human rights and things. Not everyone is equally capable. I think also it's a spectrum, right? It's like I've got friends who... Oh, I love this. This wallpaper's cool. We use that upstairs. I've got friends who... friends and family who will be voting for Reform UK, which is a political party that hates everybody who's not straight and white, basically. Like, they're pretty fucking vile. Most people are voting for them because they want to get rid of the boats, the immigrants on the boats. That's why people want to vote for them, but they don't realise that these political parties also want to take away my human rights as a gay person. And I've got friends and family who vote for them, who want to vote for them. I don't think they want to... I don't think they realise that this political party wants to take away my human rights. I think, you know, I think they're just not capable of empathy that deep. I think empathy is on a spectrum. Some people can have direct empathy for everybody, or sympathy rather. Some people can have sympathy for everyone. And whereas other people really struggle to sympathize outside of their house, if you know what I mean. Some people can only sympathize with their mothers and fathers and their children and their grandchildren, but they can't sympathize with, I don't know, their gay friend who doesn't want their human rights taken away. Yeah, it's like MAGA, I think. But I try not to judge people because, you know, I have a lot of empathy, but maybe other people, they were just not, their brains are not developed to have empathy. And I know that's really savage to say, but some people, they genuinely just weren't born with the ability to care about other people outside of their direct household. And it's not nice, but you can't control that. Guys, what are we doing in here? Oh, fuck it, I'll ignore that for now. I'll let you guys decide and ask instead work on this bedroom. Sounds like your ex. Yeah, even though people tell me I'm MAGA, whatever they say, you know, the weird trolls, I'm actually quite chilled and normal. I like to think so anyway. I think for this bedroom, we'll make this her main bedroom, right? The girl's main bedroom. But we'll put some of her cutesy shit in there. I think that would be a fun idea, won't it? So we'll give her like, she got rid of the old sofa. She's chucked it out there, right? And now I'm thinking we also give her her own bed. First, let's think about what the original bed of this, look, should we put this in there? Shoes, yeah, we put loads of shoes. The UK still doesn't have 100% equal rights for gay people, actually. We give her the heart bed, why not? Not yet, we still technically don't have 100% human rights. Well, I think we're up there with one of the best. No, guys, what bed should we use? It's like the old bed that she's... I want the idea of it being like... Let's say this was the original bed that was in here, but she wanted her pink bed, so she just threw it in the back garden, the old bed. That's kind of what I want to do. Oh, we can use this one as the old bed. We get rid of the heart shit. Yeah, this can be like the old headboard that's kind of... She threw out here. She was like, nah, fuck that shit. Can we put it in the pool? Should we have it floating in the pool? Should we have the old bed? No, that's severe. That's not physically possible for a bed to float in a pool, is it? We just chuck it down out here. She's like, yeah, this fucking old bed. Yeah, the welcome wagon would come round and start sleeping in it. Yeah, Anastasia, this is like real life rental crisis. $1,200 a month, sleep on a bed outside a haunted house. Yeah, Circus Girl, we're going to be doing the outside, I think, at the end. But yeah, we can put grass and stuff around it. Definitely put a cutesy pink mirror in here. Should we put this around that door? Go on, let's do it. I'm reusing the same curtain everywhere because I'm so demotivated with curtains in this game. I'm not sure what to put here though. Maybe that one. Yeah, everything starts off positive and then it gets taken over by people who want a power trip. It's like, yeah, with body positivity is a good example. And I'm allowed to talk about this because I used to be obese. So I'm allowed to have an opinion. And I find it really shocking when people talk about, like, people always talk about weight from a beauty perspective. And whereas actually, being clinically overweight is really sad because it's really tough. It is a disease, mental health and physical. It's extremely difficult to lose weight naturally, like almost impossible to just lose it by yourself without medical intervention. It's not a willpower thing. You really do need medical intervention. But all people do is yap on about, you can be big and beautiful. Okay, that's fine. But let's not glorify it because it's not healthy. You know, it's unhealthy. And, you know, if any of my overweight friends said to me, Satch, I really want some support. Like, I want you to give me some advice, like tell me about Monjaro or give me support. I would be like, yeah, absolutely. Like, weight loss is hard. Let me do this with you as a friend. Like, I want to help you. I really want to help you. You know, I just feel like we need to have that approach, a positive approach of helping people who want to resolve it as a medical issue rather than yapping on about beauty. What's beauty got to do with premature death? Nothing, you know. Yeah, body positivity should focus on health. When I lost a lot of weight before, when I was obese before, I lost 3.5 stone. What's 3.5 stone? 49 pounds. 22 kilograms. A lot of weight, right, that I lost. And people would always say to me, they would always talk about it from a beauty perspective, like, oh, you look so good. I don't know. Or they'd say, oh, don't lose too much weight, you're looking too skinny, which I thought was funny. But nobody ever said, oh, how do you feel? Nobody asked me when I lost a lot of weight, oh, how are you feeling now? Because actually, I was feeling fucking fantastic. I mean, even since I've lost a lot of weight now on Monjaro, my ankles don't hurt as much when I'm walking. Because I've got less weight on my feet. You know, there's a lot of positives to losing weight that revolve around health. And I think it's so important to talk about health. So much more important. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, people always take things too far. They take away from what it should be about. They form these extreme divisive opinions. Oh, guys, you know the cracked mirror? Do you guys know which one? Yeah, no, not that one. Where is it? I think it came with the Basement Treasures kit, right? This one. There's a crack swatch. I'm actually going to put this mirror behind her new mirror. Because that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Right. She also needs a vanity table. An old-fashioned one as well, but we'll put a modern stuff with it. Yeah, most people, I think the world would be a much better place if everybody just learned how to have sympathy. But not all people were raised with it, unfortunately, so they don't. That's why I said I've got a lot of, like, you know, friends and family who vote Reform UK because they, out of their hatred of immigrants and stuff on the boats, but they don't realise that by doing so, they're also harming me. Because their brain, it sounds kind of savage to say, but their brain just doesn't go that, their brains aren't that deep enough to understand. Their brains aren't, I don't want to use the word intelligent, that's kind of mean, but you know what I mean? Like, their brains just don't go far enough to understand that they're harming me in voting for a party like that. So that's what I mean. It's all, but if I explained it to them and I had to sit down with them and have a proper chat, maybe they would understand it. So I think it's all just, what I'm fundamentally trying to say is always be kind to other people because you don't know how their brain works. Even if somebody has shit opinions, you don't know what happened in their life to lead to them having those opinions. So I think it's important not to judge, and instead, if you calmly explain things to other people, they'll understand it. Like when the next general election comes around in the UK, I probably will explain to all of my family, by the way, if you vote for this, you're voting away my human rights. So please just be considerate, even though it's your choice. Yeah, I'm going to renovate Oasis Springs. Guys, the twerky pig is in the dining room here. I didn't forget, don't you worry. I'm not fucking forgetting. Put a phone and keys there. This is cute, isn't it? I'm really enjoying this space, this kind of build that we're doing. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them. That is like such a dumb blonde thing to say. That's quite funny. I love that. Opinions are like assholes. I'm gonna steal that. I'm so stealing that off you. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Oh, yeah, we need more bottles of wine. Should we add more wine like above here and stuff? Next to the bed. No, we won't have that. Bottle of wine by the bed. She hates her life, bless her. Pop it on the floor, actually. Did you just call someone a dumb blonde? Yeah, I'm being problematic. Council makes them talking about dumb blondes. Oh, look, Instax. I'm going to put this Instax thing on the floor. Right. What kit was it come with? Comfy Gamer. And... oh, look, we'll put her cutesy books. I like the idea of her just putting a bit of her crap in with this fucking mess. Like this shit painting here, you know, Pussycat. I just love the idea of having just like her own stuff mixed in with the crap that was pre-existing here. Oh yeah, and here's the camera itself we can put down here. Get cancelled again. Every 5 minutes we're speed running it. We need dressers and stuff for this bedroom. I think I'm going to do the closet situation. You could do 2. Oh God, what did I do there? No, just 1. I'm done, brunette, actually. Love that for you. So I'm thinking we also have a dresser in front of the bedroom. Oh, and I know exactly what else we can do for decoration as well for this build. For outside, anyway. Oh, should we add a clothes rail? While she's in this transition phase of like her cutesy... is it under... it's not under dressers. EA hasn't planned this very well. Not comfort surfaces. I think the dancer thing was from The Sims 1, wasn't it? The cage. No, guys, I'm looking for... I think it comes under displays. You know, like those things where you can actually hang clothes off it, like these. But EA just does a really fucking bad job at categorizing this crap, so you can't find it anywhere. Minimalist display wardrobe, that one was called. What's this one called? Frame dresser. They don't have consistent names, so you can't search for them, and it's all just kind of randomly hodgepodged. Well, I like these for a kitchen. This old-fashioned shit won't fit, will it? Yeah, it will. Should we put that in there? No, that won't fit. I'm getting distracted. That's just cool looking, isn't it? What a shame. Thought that looked quite fun. Yeah, it's not organized very well. And that one's got a rack. Some of it's probably under misc, isn't it? I don't know. I miss making Let's Plays as well. Hi, Junie Ventual. How's it going? Yeah, high school years had one. Oh, that's the one we were just on. Yeah, let's just use this one. In pink. And we'll put some of her clothes on here. I think this is a cool concept, isn't it? That she's, again, just like kind of shove this in there with all the other crap. There aren't many straight men that watch my content. Owen, you're one of the only ones. Congratulations. Rich, you're a rich straight white man and you're a minority. How does it feel? Maybe not rich. That's a push. To be fair, there's probably a lot of straight men who play The Sims, I think. But they're just not in the community online. But you have to admit, a significant portion of people who play this game are girls and gays, which I think is interesting. See you, Liliana. So we've done basically all of the rooms of this house. Feel like there's a lot that I've missed. Should we add a yoga mat? She goes on her porch and she does a bit of yoga out here on her pink. I like how like all of her stuff is like pink and modern looking, so it's kind of easy to tell what's hers and what belongs with the house that she got. Yeah, we need to add more decorations. Like I'm going to add like a book on the floor here. Just go through it all. Don't know, tissue box. Basically, everything that's hers needs to be pink, so it's kind of obvious whose is whose, if that makes sense. Crazy that the bathroom is all the fucking way over here. Crazy. Better add a fake laundry thing. Actually, hang on. We are at the end of the live stream today. Hi, Mama CC. I'm really sorry, but you've actually joined when we're finishing, which is funny. Yeah, so I'm thinking next episode, we finish off this dingy thing up here. We do the landscaping and we clutter it. And then we can also make a start on the next build over here, this big motherfucker. Because it's a nice day. I'm actually touching some grass today. Yeah, it's my favourite build so far too. I love it. It's cool, isn't it? Love the little backstory we've got. Yeah, I'm going to be touching some grass today. And hopefully you guys will do the same as well. So I'm thinking we finish the rest of this build tomorrow. Hi everyone joining. And goodbye. Because we're finishing off now, I'm afraid. Grass, what's that? No, guys, touch some grass. Even if you don't have friends, just like go out for a walk, you know. I feel like my face has got skinnier 100% since I've been losing weight. Yeah, guys, touch some grass today. Touch your local DL men on Grindr. I'm not judging. Whatever gets you out the house gets you out the house. I like to touch grass at least once per day. Actually, let me show you guys before I go what I bought today. Just fucking wait. We're not ending yet. I needed a basket for my throws. I needed a new one, so I got this basket from TK Maxx. And my toilet brush holder broke, so I had to get a new one. And I got some cloves. I like to try cloves on at home. And then just like see what I like. Whatever. But can I show you this funny t-shirt? Reality, I'll pass. It's so like, I don't know, it's so gay. It's so fucking gay. But because I've lost weight, I've actually bought it in a small. Which will be really fun. So I'm going to go sort that out and then touch some grass. It's a Hugo Boss polo. Yeah. Maybe I should claim that. Now that I've technically, on the subject of taxes and expenses, I could technically claim these clothes now on my expenses, right? Because I've spoken of it's content. I won't be if the tax man's watching. I'm not fucking stupid. Anyway, thanks for watching today's live. When are we next live? Maybe tomorrow? I don't know. You guys know I do it all last minute. All right. See you guys in the next one.